the material matters, and form is part of the content, and it's part of the, I would even say it's part of the attitude, and it can be even an ethical question, which form you choose, and which material you choose. I have a big problem with shooting on digital and make it look like film. So I have a big problem with fakes, to create fakes, and to make people believe something is something what it is not, or to create these almost like situations. I think it can be very interesting to use the digital material, but as digital, to use the limitations, to use the weak points, to use the strong points, and to create a new aesthetic. But mainly digital now is used to make it look like film and to have a cheaper chance to make something which looks like film. And this is a big problem, I think. It's interesting to use video as video, to make it look really like video, but not to try to make it look like film. I think everybody who makes a film or writes a script, he should have deep sympathy with his characters. And it doesn't mean that he identifies with them, but it means he has to understand them. And you have to look into the world through their eyes. You have to try to, you have to be on their side. You cannot denunciate them. The worst what you can do is to have a cynical attitude towards your heroes. And the deeper you go into the human being, and the deeper you try to understand a human being, for sure you will be faced with quite dark aspects. Human being is not a funny, happy creature. There's a lot of darkness inside each of us. And the question is if you want to touch this, or if you don't want to touch it, or if you want to show it, not to show it, if you want to detect it, to discover it, or not. But I think it's part of our dimensions. If we exclude this from our gaze, from our focus, then we just see a very limited way of the human being, which is definitely not true, and everybody knows.